Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. My name is Captain Lust. I'm your regular host on the channel, and I'm joined tonight by my co-caster and analyst. We rehearsed this. We're having a hard time saying analyst, but we'll get through it tonight. It is OGL of the Castellans. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? I would also like to state it's pronounced analyst.
Okay, that's good to know. I am well, thank you for asking, and ready for a grand final. It is the grand final. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Should be quite good, actually.
Should it be good? Well, this is the first question I want to ask you. Should it actually be good,
Yeah,
or is it going to be terrible?
I think IR will put up a decent fight. AE obviously being the favourites, but IR should have. They've got a pretty good team going, IR.
Pretty good, but AE have an insanely good team. I mean, is this set up to be the most one-sided finals we've had in a long time? Because we've had some great finals so far this year. Obviously with the ECS, fantastic final. Nations Cup was brilliant too. Obviously WNL didn't have a final. No, did we have a WNL this year? No, we didn't.
No, it was just at the end of last year, which the last WNL had a really bad final because
didn't have a final.
Core ended up second just by like luck of the rounds and stuff.
Right,
like
exactly,
that.
Yeah.
But no, I think this is going to be a good final. If I had to put money on it, I'd still put on EA, but I think it's not going to be a stomp. It's not going to be like 12-0 or anything. How
much of a chance do Irish Rebels have? Let's talk about this.
3. I would say their chances.
They have a chance of 3.
Obviously they're the underdogs, but I think it depends on Sandy Bush. Sandy Bush will tell, because I think they're going to lose Desolation Valley. They might get a few rounds based on like flags and stuff, but if they can win pretty decently on Sandy Bush, then they'll have a good chance. So
Sandy Bush is Irish Rebels' pick. Why have they gone for that?
Well, I was speaking with some EA people before. I thought Irish Rebels would pick some of the open maps, because it's a lot easier on open maps for some teams to kind of get not cheese rounds, but just a little bit of cheeky rounds just by like camping the flag a lot, and then just if you manage to survive and your cav just do well enough, they don't have to be better than the enemy's cav, they just have to be okay.
Okay.
As long as you can kind of play it safe on the open maps, you can sometimes win some cheeky rounds that way. Where Sandy Bush, for me, is a bit more kind of like direct skill. But when I spoke to the AE people, they guessed that IR would pick Sandy Bush, which turned out to be true, because their imp can do some work. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. It does matter, of course, how good you are, but it doesn't always have a massive effect if you're much better than the imp, because sometimes, you know, when the imp fights happen, things can just happen.
It can get crazy,
you can just lose someone really quickly, and particularly when you've got good archers on either side, you know, you can swing rounds either way.
Okay, fair play. And I want to sort of mention this, and I sort of float this idea. Is it possible they've gone for Sandy Bush because they think, I mean, is it perhaps easier to train for a closed map? Like, you know, they've had a week,
like,
yeah, and all they can do is just focus on melee fights and perhaps raise their game for this match.
Yeah, because I mean, when you have these kind of larger maps and there's like really complicated crossfires and stuff, that can be hard to train, especially against like AE and like their tacticians Azan and stuff like that, where it can be quite overwhelming. In Sandy Bush, there's not much you can do other than just like, we're going to fight in that place or this place, and then, you know, just kind of people do stuff. And it can kind of bring out like the best play in some people.
Okay. Well then, let's have a little run through of what's been happening in the knockout stage so far. We've had Unity beat K-Star in the top quarter final, went through to lose to Europae 12-0 in the semi-final. What do you make of that?
I wonder if Unity were a bit... I think they didn't really expect to win in the quarterfinals, which nobody did. They won, and then they thought they were top of the world, and then I think they had a couple of bad matches after in their trainings and stuff, and they didn't quite go into AE with the right attitude. I think if they'd gone, and I mean, AE obviously outplayed them as well, but to get 12-0'd, I think that kind of shows that you kind of lost a few rounds, and then you just kind of tilted a little bit, I would say.
Okay.
Unity we're still a good team. They shouldn't have lost that badly.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they've got fantastic players as well. I don't think that their quarterfinal win was a surprise really either, or like a weird result. I think they just really outplayed them. A's other match against Freelance in the quarterfinals. Freelance has just been a bit off this tournament.
Yeah, that's what we streamed, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of got a little bit outskilled, I think.
Okay, and other side of the bracket, what do you make of Irish Rebels' run? Beating Renegades in the quarterfinal and then one Wookiee in the semis.
They've had the bit of the easier run, but in some matches they've showed that they're pretty talented. One Wookiee were kind of a surprise for a lot of this tournament, so to beat them relatively handily, that shows that they know how to play the game. Who else did they beat in the actual tournament? Did they play Freelancers?
They beat one Wookiee, smashed one Wookiee before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. They've not had any top team wins, I don't think. Maybe they might be Freelancers, I'm not sure actually. They did finish second place overall. We should perhaps know this. Apparently we had our analyst.
Yes. I'll do my best. Well, they definitely stomped us anyway, but remember that. With pain.
Ooh, that's rough.
I think it's gone now.
Okay, so let's hit the map intro and then jump into the match. Okay, a little bit of a delay there. I think we had a false start, but we are now live in the grand finals of the Warband Native League Season 5. Apis Europae playing as the Green Rhodoks, starting off against Irish Rebels as the Orange Squadrons. Now, class setup so far. We've got 2 cav here for Irish Rebels. A little bit wild, what do we think?
I'm more interested in that they've put Sebek as cav as well. I mean, he's pretty decent at it, but he wouldn't be.
He has been playing cav more this season, but you think on a closed map they want him to play infantry because that's really where he's been shining.
The only way I'm thinking of it is that maybe they're planning on having him dismount at certain points and be a bit more of a fighter as well.
Especially with
needing that melee strength.
Is it Wofta? I don't know how you pronounce his name. Lovka.
Lovka, I would say.
I mean,
I would just mutter it and hope that nobody calls me out on it.
So, traditionally plays, used to play as a horseman, and certainly did, has been doing in previous tournaments.
Oh right, he's actually really good imp as well, actually.
Yeah, but it's just weird that in this tournament they kind of swap roles with Sebek. Sebek's been playing as the cav, and he's been playing as the imp.
Yeah, but I think overall two cav and Sword is good. You got the all pike, and you can upgrade really quickly. And
have they gone for that all pike? Yeah, so
yes,
they've got long all pikes, or both of them. Okay.
Yeah, that damage and the
two
speed.
imp have gone for mail as well. You like that choice?
Yes, that was good. Although, will there be as much use against the cleavers as much?
Virus takes a big hit, and looks like someone else is taking a hit there as well. Attila, yeah, both of the archers taking hits there for IR. It's going to reduce their popping out ability. Nice work from the A archers. A more standard setup, they're going to have Axel as the horseman, 5 imp. Oh, they're going to be going for some aggressive play. I don't look very ready for this at all, I've got to say. Hopkin comes in there. Drax takes a big hit early on. I think I are getting a little bit overwhelmed right now, and the archer support doesn't seem really to be able to deal with this either. Attila moves out to get shooting. Virus is taken down by Peter. And already I think A looking a little bit more lively here. In comes the cav though. Can they make the difference? 2 horsemen. They need to make themselves worthwhile here. But the kills flying in for Apis Europae, and I'm going to see a whitewash in the first round here. Super Lily against superior numbers. Taken down by M eventually. And just Sebek remaining. Yeah, he's taken down by a headshot from Neothar. And it's a whitewash in the first round here. Not a great sign so far if we're looking for a good match.
It's a difficult one to approach the middle flag. I think IR didn't really have a great solid plan for it, and A just rushed them and they didn't react very well. Virus got caught way out over by the ninja. And, no team there to help him.
IR immediately switching up in response to how that round played out. Sebek is going to be playing infantry. And do you think that's the right choice after what happened in the last round?
I'm not sure if it was the lack of cav that, although I think what they might be thinking
the excess of cav.
Yeah, I think what they're thinking though is it's no longer going to be one of the flag good spots in the middle, and it's either going to be in the alley or the graveyard where cav are much less useful. So
Yeah,
a bit more of a tactical switch up, I think.
That's a good point. Peter going to be shifting forward. Happy to have Axel as a horseman there.
Yeah, Axel's been doing great as cav. Peter's amazing as imp as well, so easily switch him in there.
Peter, been called the best player in Warband by teammate M. Well, he does have the most kills in the tournament so far. That's his 130th kill in the Warband Native League.
Oh, shouldn't that be my job as analyst?
Maybe. But I took it from your statistics, your fantasy statistics. See, I do my research. No, I do appreciate you coming along. OGL was brought in last minute. We had other plans for the casting team, but sometimes plans dissolve, as is the way of life and love.
Oh, Axel's got an all pike. That gives the that removes the Swadian advantage quite a lot.
What a fancy man taking an all pike.
Alright. A gonna do the classic alley defense, which is horrible to attack.
It's hard to attack this, you think, but they're giving IR perhaps the more approachable side, would you say?
Yeah, but I don't know. I hate attacking that side.
Okay.
Good luck, IR.
Deacon Barry, standing watch. Very much like the Night's Watch in Game of Thrones, if you watch that. Deacon Barry Snow. And, yeah, they're going to have the archers, LaRue and Nearthar on either side of this approach. Deacon going to be going forward, and yeah, it seems like they're going to be pushing the infantry forward to keep them busy. Nice work by Aaron Super, they're going to keep Nearthar busy, but LaRue completely unchallenged. Not
they have
great.
taken quite a lot of hits as well.
Yeah, low health for the IR players. In fact, almost all of them are going to go down in one hit. They've got to turn this around very, very quickly, but with the swelling weapons, this might not be possible. Scar and Axel bring in kills, and I think it's going to be another slamming victory here for Apis Europae as the kills begin to roll in. Are we seeing some Roadhog advantage here? What do you make of this?
I think it's a bit more. Yeah, there's a little bit of Roadhog advantage with the cleavers, but I think it's a bit more. IR actually, although these have been two whitewashes, these are quite decent fights. You know, they made good headway into that alley fight there.
Yeah, they've made some of the A players bleed there. LaRue really going down.
But A guys are just so durable that you can't just get that first part going and then you win, which you can with a lot of teams. You have to get in, you have to deal with the archers, then you have to keep fighting and fighting, and it's just difficult to break through for them.
Well, A running things so far. No switch up from IR in terms of classes.
A running straight into graveyard.
IR here to meet them now. Attila's got a good spot here, but
whoa, Deacon straight down.
Yeah, completely crushed there. Axel with the Warhorse though, this could be hard for them to deal with. Nearthar counterfire on Attila for the headshot. In comes Hopkin to try and support the fight right now. It does bring Scar down to the ground, but not able to get any hits off. But Drax and Sebek are picking up kills here, and I think IR could be taking this round. M looking on low health, Scar 2. Hopkin picks up a kill on Scar. M is brought down, and IR could be taking this round right now. Azam with a lot of health though, and in fact all of the remaining A players with high health. Nia getting overwhelmed. Axel's brought down. Azan, the last remaining player of Apis Europae, needs to work a miracle right now. Can he do it? Does he have the flare? Getting completely swamped. Is brought down here by Wolf there, and Irish Rebels get off the starting block. Is that it? How do people run? Okay, Irish Rebels rebelling from the Apis Europae whitewashes right now with a round of their own.
Deacon had the classic top armor curse where you run in straight away and die.
Did he have the green armor?
Yeah, he just got headshot straight away and then everyone hit him and he died.
Rookie mistake there from Barry Snow. You know nothing about taking top armor, Deacon Barry. And, well, are we going to see the fight play out the same way? Apis Europae seem to be a little bit more confident. They're getting some good hits.
Yeah, he seemed to have actually got in without everyone dying.
Hopkin with a Warhorse, though, and it could be hard for A to deal with. LaRue doing his best to take him down. M is reduced to nothing right now by Wofter. Era brings down Scar as well, and Apis Europae in flounders right now. IR Virus neutralizing Axel, and Era with a double. It's back and forth right now, but IR have an advantage. 5 players to 4. Peter still up. Nearthar still up. Deacon Barry still up. LaRue and Near on practically no health. A whiff will bring them down. But it's 4 on 4 right now. Hopkin with a whiff on LaRue to bring him down.
Hopkin needs to come and bump Peter as well and he'll die.
Absolutely does on Nearthar. Brings down Deacon Barry, though, and oh, these two players are on such low health, but two brilliant players here with Peter and Nearthar. Can they make something happen here? No. Another bump does it. A triple kill from the bump there.
Come on, another bump. Come on.
Can he get the quad? Can he get the quad on Peter?
Oh,
it's slipping away. Just slips away, and Peter doing his best. Ooh, one kill Attila. Eventually brought down by Hopkin there, and Hopkin, 6 and 2. Now the score is 2 on 2. We have a grand final here.
As well now. I think.
Yes,
the flag just spawned there. Did you notice where the flag spawned? I missed it.
I did not see it. No. Perhaps someone can tweet in. Where did the flag spawn? Tweet at Captain Lust or at OGL_MNB Super Lily with the Brigandine here.
Happy to take the alley now, so must be a chance right there.
Yes, Hopkin with the fancy red armor. Do you like this armor? Do you respect that choice?
Let's have a look. Hopkin. Yeah.
Such a wonderfully rich shade of red.
Yeah.
The leather gloves
with the matching cap as well.
Yeah, it's very stylish. Very stylish.
And the leather boots. That's just got everything right there.
And the gloves, man, the gloves. Super cool. We're seeing a lot of cleavers here for the IR infantry as well. This could be a deciding factor. Yeah. Cleavers beat Rodox. Rodox have the bloodiest civil wars because they wear paper armor and have super high-hitting weapons.
How do you feel about the need for a Rodox buff? I think Rodox should be buffed.
Okay, I've got a little interesting anecdote there for you. In one of my Skype interviews for joining Tailworlds, Arman asked me whether I thought that the Rodox required a mid-tier armor, as some people suggested, and my response was...
Yes, they definitely do.
No, the response was no, I don't think they do. They're balanced out in other ways because they've got the miniature cleaver, and I don't know, I said some other things, but basically Arman liked my answer. And that's one of the reasons that...
Even though it was lies. Because Rodox have the worst cav, and they've got no armor.
Well, at the time they were pretty okay, alright?
All their money is spent up on like troll weapons, like pikes and
hammers. It was a better crossbow meta, okay, when I said that. back in 2012. Crossbows now in absolute tatters, obviously. In fact, I'm spawning in the graveyard right now, so
they are going to be ruined.
A hard assault. They're really committing to this ladder assault there, and that's a great idea because it's going to get rid of the archer fire. But Virus and Till are spreading out to the alleyway. No one to neutralise them there either. Waff are under a lot of pressure. Axel coming in here as well. Hopkin has been crucial in previous rounds. It's a big hit on Ozan, who is eventually brought down here. Hopkin getting caught up in the melee though a little bit. A hacking away, but not able to get anything done. LaRue with the headshot on Hopkin though. That's a big swing for Absolute. And now the team killed by error as Peter brings down Waff to 2. Could this be too much for IR right now? They've got to turn this fire around, but low health on the Absolute players. It is still possible. Sebek needs to make something happen right now. Doing his best to duck and dive between the two. Oh, and a team kill from Scar! And Trax brings down Deacon Barry. Sebek brings down Scar. Now IR turning this fight around. I think they can do this. LaRue though brings down Virus. Axel reared up and brought down there by Drags and the efforts of Error, M, and LaRue. Do they have what it takes to bring down these 4 players? No, they don't. I don't think. LaRue with no health practically, and I think that Irish Rebels have turned this first set around. LaRue is brought down there by Sebek, and wow, what a turnaround! After
really big infantry play by Sebek and Lovka, or however you pronounce it.
I think we've agreed that it's pronounced Ruvna.
But yeah, they basically won that round by holding 2A when he had that advantage, and then they even got some kills back.
Okay, so we thought it was all over. We thought Apistropi were going to whitewash it. They seem to be doing very, very well. I turned it around. What was the crucial factor that enabled them to do that?
Well, all the rounds they lost were in the graveyard. They just couldn't get through that defensive formation of IR.
It's true. Was it a mistake to assault by Apistropi? I guess it must have been.
When you have 2 decently matched teams, it can be a bit like whoever gets the defensive point can win that fight, and then when you swap it over for different flags and stuff, you can struggle to break through.
But in the round that turned it around, Apistropi, they assaulted the graveyard unprovoked. There was no need for them to do it. There was no flag there.
Well, I mean, I think they were wanting to try and get there as soon as possible because it was a greater chance of the graveyard flag spawning, you know. And you still kind of have to fight graveyard even if the middle flag spawns because they're going to have the shooter up on that position. So I guess they just kind of thought, let's go for it.
Fair enough. But II held firm and were able to turn that around. Absolutely fantastic. I want to mention the raffle quickly here, which is happening directly after the game, so do stick around for that. There is a chance to win a freaky t-shirt. I've already ordered mine, obviously. It's a very fancy looking t-shirt. It's got the names of the teams, and it's got the tournament logo, and you're going to get it absolutely for free if you're the lucky winner on the stream at that time. Okay then. And I do want to mention one other thing before we go into the next set. The team's just having a little break now. Oh, I've not done the sound thing right. Oh my god. There we go. Let's put the break sound on. Flustered because of the crazy comeback. Now, I want to go through the key players. I think people really respect my key player choices, and people consider it to be an important part and a matter of pride when I pick them, due to my expert status within the scene. I picked for Europae. I assume you haven't seen these, by the way, so I'm going to give you a chance to guess them, because that's always great fun for everyone involved. Europae, who do you think I picked for them?
I would still put M up there and LaRue.
I put M in, but I didn't put LaRue.
I'd probably put Peter as one of the cab.
Right. I put Peter in, and the last one was Shemafarash, who I think has come back for this tournament and has been playing fantastically.
Yeah, he's improved again. He was kind of off a little bit at the start, but he's gone back up to his old skills.
I mean, on Valoran, when he played last, he was looking very, very scary. I feel like that's one of his best maps, to be honest.
Yeah.
We didn't see him in the last set. I mean, Sandy Bush perhaps not his strongest area, but I think we might be seeing him coming in now. M, I put in there because
sharing out all the rounds as well.
Yeah, they have their own special systems for that. I understand. I don't understand how it works, but it's also not really necessary for me to do so. M, I put in because I think he's been the one Europae infantry player who's really sort of kept form in this season. I think a lot of them have sort of dipped off. Some of them getting perhaps a bit too old to play. Cleric Johnson. Is it time for him to retire? How long can one player play on?
Or at least get some sort of proper case cover for his PC rather than a shoebox.
Yes, exactly. Completely packed in. That is the reason for his absence. Well, one day when we have sponsors in Warband, I'm sure they can sort out the computers for the players. Europae Zan, another ancient player there. How long can these players go on? How long can reactions last? What do you think is the age limit for a player in Warband? I mean, Azan we know is anything from 46 to 150. Estimates vary.
Do robots have ages? That's the real question.
Well, they have ages, but do their ages matter?
Nah.
What is the expiry date on Azan?
He just keeps upgrading himself, so he never gets old.
Is he cloud computing? Is that what he is? Knew he had some kind of patching system. I don't know.
Okay, it's going live.
I have to ask Azan. Alright. I'll try and get the sound right this time. Ready to jump back into the game. Very excited. Score currently sits at 3-2 to the Irish Rebels. Now, who'd have thunk that? Who'd have guessed it? As Swadia, no less. Now as Rodox. With those military cleavers, do they have a chance to take a big advantage on Sandy Bush?
Are they winning enough, though? That's the question. I think they need to really lock down this set. Otherwise, they're just going to struggle a lot on the open map.
Okay, so
they don't need
extra
to
pressure on IR.
They don't need to win 3-2. They need to win like 3-0, I think.
Okay. Not my words. The words of OGL. So, how big let's talk about the open map after this. I want to ask you what you think about Rodox and Swadia. We've talked about it a little bit, but what do you really think is going to go on in this kind of matchup? What do you think has been going on, and what do you expect to see?
With the Rodox and Swadia, I think they're relatively even. I mean, the Swadia don't have as much damage, but they've got a bit more tankiness, and they've got the better cav as well. And their crossbows as well can tank up. But if you're a crossbow, if you get 3 kills on Rodox and then you go to the next round, you still basically are the same. There's nothing that you can upgrade, really.
Right.
So I
the
think
snowball is all Swadia.
Yeah. So I think the damage that you get from Rodox is offset by that, by the chance that you're much more likely to die. So I think it should be relatively even.
Also looting as well. We've got some synchronized shielding here from Peter and Shema. That's amazing. I think the looting has been a major factor here as well. I mean, we're seeing all pikes and cleavers getting looted. I think once Swadia loot those cleavers, there's really nothing that's going to give Rodox a significant advantage.
Yeah, and vice versa. Once Rodox gets some of the pikes and stuff there, then it can balance out that way as well.
True that. And we're seeing the 2 cav taking hit for Europae as well.
Yeah, I wonder if Peter's going to dismount in the alley fight.
Ooh. Ooh, we shall see. Now, IR's low alley hold, how strong they feel, and they seem to be adopting a similar tactic to what A are going for, but less aggressive with their infantrymen. They seem to be keeping their infantry further back, forcing A to assault, but that's going to give A better archer spots. There's the trade-off. Now we're going to see the Cav. Are we going to see them come from behind here? Hopkins lost his shield. That's going to be a problem for him if he goes up against some of these A Rangers. Flag is high for IR. A tentative and slow assault here from WNL5. They're getting stuck in now, though. Deacon, Barry, Razor, and M all getting right in there. Razor abandoning any plans to shoot, getting straight into the melee here. In comes Shema doing what he can. Making a big difference here already. 2 kills after Europae. Deacon, Barry, and Bloody Death. Team kill from Deacon, though, not ideal. Aaron Virus getting kills back. It's 5 against 5. Deacon with the double on Sebek, though. And the triple now for Deacon, Barry. And the quad here. Deacon, Barry, Snow wants the penta, but it's taken by Bloody Death. And a big, big round here for Europae. You said they needed 3-0 Irish Rebels. They're not going to get that.
Deacon killing everyone, friend and foe.
Yeah. Picking up the quad there. Fantastic play from Deacon Barry. Really, really making me look foolish for not putting him as a key player. He's been key already, but no whole Burgeon, interestingly.
Interesting to see Bloody Death back as well, because Bloody's not played for most of the tournament, I think, for the most part. Just a couple of rounds here and there.
Well respected Bloody Death. What do you think of him as a player?
He's one of the best players. He can multi-class really strongly as well. But,
great cav.
Well, not the best cav, but just you know, really good, competent cav and good shooter as well. And once you get up to him, he'll just kill everyone in melee. M says he's the only person that can. That when they were both at their top, Bloody Death was the duelist that could beat him. You know. So.
Ooh. And M is considered to be the best duelist of all time. His word is law. The Irish Rebels doing some weird stuff. What are they doing?
I'm
referring to my analyst here.
Analyst. They're waiting to...
Please drop that.
Oh, wherever they are. I guess they're just stacking up ready to go for the graveyard fight. Which is more likely to happen. Could
be graveyard or... No, it's 50-50. Why are you saying it's more likely? Do you believe in flag witchcraft? Okay, yeah. Oh, virus! Infecting Shemafarash in the head! And Peter on low health as well. They're taking a beating right now. That's a fantastic shot. Is that enough to swing the fight here? Could be a big factor. It's the open flag as well. Apishopo would have wanted to keep both of their cav alive. And Peter on very low health as well. He's going to have to be extra careful right now. Drag's already raising that flag. But Europae do hold the graveyard. They do have the shooting spots. Deacon Barry also with the Fury. Can he bring another quadruple? IR going to go for a graveyard assault here. And we see some interesting movement from Europae. They've gone round for the ninja ladder. The graveyard held by Razor and Deacon Barry. Taking him down is going to be very difficult. Also,
it's a pretty brutal crossfire for IR. Yeah. Although Virus is actually, he's going for...
Well, I think
Attila, rather.
A have done a great job of setting up a crossfire here, to be honest, actually. They're controlling both of the ladder positions.
Yeah. It's quite an even setup, but A haven't got the cav, and also IR on the flag now.
I think A with a slightly better crossfire right now. Drag's being forced to back off from this flag. They are raising it, though. They can keep him alive. It's going to be significant. I'm going to be forced to fight eventually, but they haven't been able to deal with this crossfire at all. Attila brought down by T. And Razor still unchallenged. Era and Deacon duking it out in this narrow alleyway. Now the fight's breaking out, and, well, the crossbows of A are in great positions, but will the fire rate be enough? The flag is high for here for IR as well. Perhaps IR can just hold out for a win this round. Scar brings down Sebek. Virus takes down M. It's close enough that I think IR are going to be able to hold out, but A getting kills now. Era is brought down. Peter. And there goes... Well, there goes Drags on the flag. But the double from Virus. Can they bring this back? Wafter, Virus. Super Lily against 4 A's. And Wafter with another kill here.
20 seconds.
With a double kill from Wafter. And now IR looking like they're going to win this round. It's just Razor and T. That's the Archer from A against 2 Infinite Archer from Irish Rebels. The flag is higher. I think it's going to be an IR round right now. There's nothing that A can do. Oh, it was a great crossfire, but they just weren't able to convert this round, Europae. T does stay alive. Keeping his gear, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Oh, brought down eventually as well.
Some real back and forth there.
Yeah, great turnaround there from IR, especially from Wolfter there to turn that fight right at the end. Crucial rounds, and it's something that A mentioned before. They've had some troubles in the past with those rounds where things break down. It relies on clutch moments. IR playing with confidence, though, against world-class players, proving that they're world-class players themselves.
I think EE were right to take that cautiously because they were a man down. They needed to really break up the crossfire, but and they almost got it as well. But IR did well just to turn it back, especially they were down a man at one point at least there. I think.
Well, were they right to take it cautiously? Because eventually it was time that cost them there.
Yeah, but I mean, if once they had that advantage where they broke down the crossfire and stuff, I think if it just at that point there's a couple of things had gone the other way, I think EE would have won. It's easy to say, you know, that they eventually lost that because of the flag pressure and stuff, but. When you're a man down, I think that's the kind of approach you need to take. If they just ran in there, they would have got overwhelmed, I think.
So you're essentially saying shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yes, exactly. That's my analysis.
Oh my god. Deacon Barry with some possibly intentional, possibly not intentional gold management there. Going to give himself a brigandine for this round. After a were whitewashed. Not upgrading in the second round. And he's got some money in the bank. Unlike 50 Cent, who went bankrupt. That means no money in the bank. Flag spawns in the graveyard. Apis Europae in position. They're going to raise the flag, and we've seen that time and time again being a significant factor. Only 2 minutes. It's a small map. But if you're too passive, if the fight doesn't break out, the graveyard or the flag can decide all. Tommy going to be holding the flag. Razor on the high ground. What's the approach here for Irish Rebels? Do they need to approach the ladder? They do.
They're sending quite a few people up the ladder. Deacon's going to try and tank them and hold them.
Yeah, doing what he can. He's not holding them up pretty well, but that's actually get dropped down there. And Razor's going to drop down as well. The rest of the A players, yeah, they push out. Seems to be a good decision so far. He's getting them some kills. And Shema with a double right now. These two cav up for A, making big work. Shema with the triple. Can he go for the quad? Virus gets 1 kill back, but I think it's too little too late. Only 2 IR players remain. Apis Europae march forward. The graveyard hold. The graveyard hold too strong.
There, which was smart, was by pushing out. They allowed their 2 cav to help.
Yeah, exactly. They gave the place to the cav. Good point. And I think caught IR a little bit off guard as well there. They were focusing too much on their assault. Weren't ready for that push out. Virus spinning, twisting, ducking, diving, weaving, but eventually brought down by AET.
I mean, you could see it was a real team decision as well, because Razor and Deacon just jumped straight off the wall, took damage from it, but they just went to a place where their cav could help them, rather than trying to hold 3 people up on top of that ladder.
IR right now going to be praying for another early kill on one of the Apis Europae horsemen. Shema Farash proving that when you don't headshot him in the start of the round, he will absolutely wreck you. Going with the charger now, Shema Farash. He's going to be hard to bring down. The IR just going to be shooting for the Rider. Attila not able to have as much impact as previously he has in other games. All the kills come in from Virus, and what do you make of Virus's form at the moment? Do you think he's been playing as good as ever?
Yeah, he's been playing great this tournament. He's always been one of the best archers, but he's been kind of up and down in activity and performance. But it's good to see him playing well just now.
Playing very well indeed. Both teams having a Mexican standoff in the low alley. I hope that's not a racist term. Apologise to any Mexicans watching if that is offensive in any way.
I think it's from spaghetti westerns, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might find it offensive if I was Mexican. It somewhat trivializes the nation of Mexico, doesn't it? Just to refer to it as a Mexican standoff. I don't know.
Just a place where Americans went to have standoffs.
Yeah,
that's Texas.
It's nonsense. I apologise profusely.
Well, Shema is known as the Electric Mexican as well, so that makes sense.
Electric Mexican?
Yeah.
Why?
He's not known as that at all. I just a reference.
I believed you. Is there anything else that is done profusely? Is that adverb reserved exclusively for apologising? I don't even know what it means. Sincerely, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just like sincere.
But is anything else done profusely, or is it just apologising?
It seems to usually be used when people are apologising or begging or something.
I beg profusely. Do you beg profusely?
All the time.
Do you? You can donate to OGL's Patreon. Patreon.com/OGL. Liquor fund.
That's not a real Patreon. I'll set it up if people will give me money then.
I'm sure nobody would.
Yeah.
The flag has spawned in the centre. Another Mexican standoff as Apis Europa and IR stare each other down the eye sockets. Flag being raised.
Standoff is an electric Mexican.
Electrican.
Here he comes.
The Electricans move into fight. Shimafrash with a little poke in the horse of Hopkin. I think IR have had it. It doesn't look good. A kill back from Hopkin though, and a big one on Bloody Death. But Super getting overwhelmed right now. Shimafrash, can they deal with his reign of terror? Oh, it's the triple from Shema, and he's just been too much for them to deal with on this map. Apis Europae, they're going to take this set. Oh, look at Shema just absolutely tearing through the AE lines.
You can't do anything against
a charger and a long
kind of
bite.
stabs.
I mean, he's just brutal. And the accuracy and the consistency with which he can do them is just killer.
Terrifying.
That's his 5th kill of the round. It's only Virus remaining. And I think this infection has been purged. Shema with the final kill. 6 kills in the round 4. Episode by Shema Farash, proving once again that my key player picks.
He just made it look really easy. They just like trotted around the map.
That's what he does really when he's wrecking people.
Yeah.
The score 5-3, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. Well,
5-4.
Yeah.
So not the end of the world for IR, but they needed rounds here.
Isn't it though? I feel they're going to really struggle on this map. I might be wrong.
OGL might be wrong. You heard it here.
My eagle will allow the possibility that I might be wrong with that.
Okay.
But I think A have won now.
And what do you think? Do you think OGL is wrong? If you think so, tweet in at CaptainUs at OGL_MMB.
Don't bother if you think I'm wrong.
If you think he's right, you can tweet in. But why would you do that? And who would think that? Now we move on to a map which I like. Destination Valley? Destination Valley. That's a way better name for it, by the way, than Destination Valley. It should have been Destination Valley. Destination Valley.
It doesn't look very desolate, does the Destination Valley? It's
it looks
quite green and happy looking, and there's even a couple of like intact windmills on the outskirts.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's ruins, I suppose.
Yeah.
But some of the windmills are intact. And the big manor house with absolutely no grass. Some grass. Okay, tell me what you think of Desolation Valley, Nords versus Rodox. How OP are Nords going to be in this situation?
Well, I wonder if actually this might benefit IR a little bit, because Nords are the stronger faction here, I think, because they've got the better cav, and they've got the archers as well, who have the better fire rate. I think Rodox, because they need a buff, which should have been addressed 2 years ago, I think Rodox are weak enough on this map that maybe IR can kind of force something close here and win it that way. Okay. But Nords should win this, I think.
Nords should win.
Mm-hmm. Only reason Rodox might have some advantage is because the crossbows can just shoot straight through or over the Nord shields, because Nord shields are also terrible and need to be buffed.
Nord shields are terrible?
Cav shields, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You can just shoot straight over the top of them. It's like they're just not even there. Paper.
I'm a little bit worried that we're going to see 3-0-3-0 for Nords right now, and the final's already been decided.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
What do you say? I mean, this could be a really unbalanced map here.
Is that because Rodox need a buff?
It could be, yeah. Could be. I think they need a mid-tier armor option. Whoever said they didn't is basically a moron. Now, I'm seeing Mitchell here. Do we think Mitchell's going to play?
Oh, IR might have a chance.
Ooh.
Jokes.
Massive banter. Mitchell born very close to my hometown.
If Mitchell plays though, I think that's probably going to show some a 6-cav or 5-cav strat for a...
How hard do you think IR devoted their training to Sandy Bush, and how worried do you think they are right now?
I think they're very nervous.
I
think the atmosphere
with what
on
authority?
TS is tense.
Do you think it's tense? Can you feel that tension even from RTS?
Tension from here, I'm not even there.
Cross-server tension.
It's in the cloud.
Tension in the cloud. It could create thunder and lightning here in the grand final of the Warband Native League Season 5. Now I want to talk.
Amazing.
I want to talk about my my key player picks for Irish Rivals. I picked Error, Virus, and Hopkin, and I think that's been spot on so far.
I wouldn't. I think I mean Error's great. He's one of the Dragon Imp who just go mental and spam people. But I wouldn't put him as the top imp. I think Lovka
I think he's been
or
playing pretty well so
Civic,
far. Lovka, yeah, he could have been.
and they turned some rounds in the infantry fights.
Fair enough.
In the last
I
match,
can see.
so I would pick them.
Virus and Hopkin.
Hopkin's a funny one. He's one of those calves that I don't want him to get offended, but he never like does anything that makes me think, oh, he's good. But then he just gets loads of kills. He just kind of rides around and stabs people, and it just works. So you know, if you can do that, good on him.
I
definitely
totally disagree with you there. I'm going to
scorer,
undermine that. I think he's sick. I think riding around and stabbing people is the essence of Cav, and he does a great job of it.
He's not the essence. He just runs around and stabs me. But then I just noticed that half the team's dead because Hopkins killed them all, and it's just confuses me. Or sometimes he just runs at me in a straight line and I miss and he kills me. Feels unfair.
so your analysis of Hopkin is he's lucky.
I'm just salty and bitter that you get
Sounds
some kills.
super salty, my friend. What about Virus then?
Virus is great, yeah. Probably their best archer, IR.
Probably their best archer. Sitting on the bench right now, are they not going to play Virus? Is
well,
that possible?
The thing with IR is they've got so many people, and the other ones are good enough that you can play them as well. But yeah, definitely be putting Virus in.
I'd be putting Virus in. Definitely.
Who would you specifically be putting him over? Who's in just now? Call some names out.
I know they need Cav, but...
Tyke's great though. Tyke's a really good pick. Even with 100 ping, he's really scary.
Maybe Drags? I don't know. I love Drags as a player, and he's the commander, I guess, as well.
Yeah, I'd definitely replace Drags.
But I just think... he's had better seasons. Do you agree?
Actually, I think I've been seeing Drags play on public servers at least. I think he's been playing pretty well, to be honest.
He's one of my favourite players.
He's in that commander spot, which sometimes I'm in as well, where his best class is shooter, but he, both as a commander and because he's got really good players like Virus and stuff, he kind of just fills in other roles. Sometimes you see him as Cav or Imp and stuff like that. It's not where he's comfortable, but he just kind of fills in that spot. So that kind of explained that as well. He
has been playing a lot of Imp lately. I don't think he's a bad Imp.
He's not great either. He's just, he's good enough at it. But as long as he can command well and do okay in that class, it's fine. This is live, by the way.
Alright, let's jump into the map intro for Destination Valley. Okay, absolutely have to abandon this right now because crazy stuff is happening. A went all Cav, so let's get straight into the match. The map intro can come later. Oh my god! Can they deal with this? Is it too strong? AE. Going all in. Oh, and it's brutal. They're gonna win with this all Cav. There's nothing that I can do. This is ridiculous. Yep. Destination Valley. Their destination is to be left in a valley of defeat by all Cav from Europae. IR having to maintain the composure. I mean, they just weren't ready for this, you know? Not only is it a really strong tactic, but I mean, psychologically, to deal with this, it's so difficult, and the kills are coming in free. It's going to work.
I mean, this isn't going to happen the next round, I don't think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, A will switch it up, but yeah, this is a really easy, cheap way to get that first round, just by charging in with everyone, and Rodak's already a bit weaker.
So what do you think A are going to revert to? Is it not possible?
I think they'll go to 1 or 2 Imp and 1 or 2 Archers.
You think they're going to take Imp? Type goes down then. A completely crushing with this 8 Cav tactic. Full cheese. IR on full tilt. Left in Desolation Valley.
You know what would really annoy Azan is if you take credit for this kind of tactic, so you should do it.
If I take credit for it?
Yeah, because you always advocate everyone going like 8 Imp and 8 Cav and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, always. And I think that's probably the reason they've done it, and I would take full credit for this. They had done it again. Thank you, analyst.
I run it straight to the wall. Everyone getting spears out.
Will this work though?
I think it.
Maybe.
I think it's a lot more brittle once people know it's going to happen.
Oh, the Cav have been split up from the Imp. They got to run away, but they got to run away from Nords, and they're Rodoks, and they're so slow. Rodok Cav is super slow.
Hashtag needs a buff.
I think they could do with a riding skill. Oh, now they're being jabbed against the wall. This is so brutal, and I just think, oh my god. Oh, it's hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. What did IR even do? It's slipping away from them.
What can man do against such reckless Nord javelin?
Seriously, what can they do? I'm loving the Lord of the Rings reference.
All in?
All in. No, what? Definitely not. I mean, all cab won't work. All cab won't work. Do we need to just abandon open maps? The open maps, are they just wrong? Oh my god. It's the grand finals. Napis Europae have broken the game. Nordcav need a nerf. Oh, what are you doing? Supernelli, you think you're going to win this? You're not going to win this. You're not going to win. Drop your shield. You should have dropped your shield and kicked, yeah. That would have been the only move he could have done that would have made me respect him. Napis Europae with the championship point. If they win this round and they've gone all Cav, I are in desperate hope. All Cav is not going to work against Nord Cav.
No.
This is so desperate right now from IR.
Should have gone all in.
Tyke has a light lance. Half of these players have no idea how to play Cav. Mitchell comes in for the glory. This is the A just like laughing right now because they know that they've won this. Desperation from the Irish Rebels. Jubilation from Napis Europae. The B signs were in their favour.
Not jubigation.
Jubigation. God. First blood from Napis Europae as Drags is dragged down by the lance of Napis Europae's Mitchell. Jubeg dropped. Is this it? Is it all over? Napis Europae claim their 4th WNL title in this round. It seems impossible for Irish Rebels. It's almost hard to watch. Sebek loses his shield. It's all going downhill for the Irish Rebels. Napis Europae are going to be our new champions. Hopkin and Tyke, you cannot do this. Napis Europae win the Warband Native League Season 5 with all Cav on Desolation Valley, and this is going to raise some questions.
Yeah, they won, but are they the better people for winning that way?
The better people. Ethical questions being raised here.
I feel bad from watching that.
I feel super sick in my stomach. Oh my lord! Napis Europae win. And what can be said now? They are the champions. They are the deserved champions. No one can argue with that. And I think we are going to have an interview here, so do stay tuned. Before the interview, we will be doing the T-shirt raffle. Final score here, 8-4 for Napis Europae. The match is now beyond the reach of the Irish Rebels. They are the champions. Napis Europae just adding another gold medal, another trophy in their cabinet. It's time for the raffle now. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm waiting for help from Aaron. I think she's operating the some kind of moo bot. Stick in here for the raffle. You want that t-shirt. You want free swag. Of course you do. Tweet in. Saying how much you want the free swag. We have some tweets. I haven't been reading them, but that's okay. You can get in right now. OGL is wrong. Yeah. Fair tweet. Fair tweet.
What?
11 minutes ago. Oh yeah. That was about the... yeah. OGL is wrong. Yeah, also from Black Tide. A lot of people think you're wrong here. A is going to absolutely molest IR on Deso Trash Valley from Serkan. Absolutely distasteful tweet there. Despicable. Javman Dan tweeting and saying, I always think OGL is wrong. Therefore, this instance is no exception. Semicolon, he is wrong.
Well, best of luck to him in IR.
Hashtag top analyst. People entering the raffle in by typing !Raffle. The raffle is underway. OGL, our analyst, and Tombola Turner. No, it's Aaron Wayne's going to be turning the Tombola. The Tombola of Moobot.
Alright, I'll get the credit anyway.
And it's okay, you can have the credit for the Tombola. I'll have the credit for 8cav. I'm not going to have an interview, I hope, a winner's interview. But for the time being, we're going to get this raffle underway. I don't know when this raffle... I don't know how long the entry is open for. Maybe Aaron Wayne can help me out with that. A weirdo saying in chat that he'd like to share the t-shirt with my family. What? So share the t-shirt with his family, that's pretty cool.
Who is? What?
A weirdo's going to share the t-shirt with his family if he wins.
Is he going to do that?
I don't know. Are they going to all fit in the t-shirt, or are they going to take turns? You can do whatever you like with this t-shirt if you win it. I want to make that clear. This t-shirt comes with
I think a t-shirt needs to come under strict rules.
No, there are absolutely no restrictions.
Regulations or
nothing. No. There's no prenup for this t-shirt. Until I have to close it. Okay, I'm gonna say there's 30 seconds left. Okay. 30 seconds left on the t-shirt raffle. Yeah, don't type it twice, maybe. Or maybe do. Maybe type it lots of times for extra entries. Maybe that'll work. But maybe not. Who knows?
No, it does or not.
We have no idea how this works. If you know how Moobot works, then you might be lucky. Jabman Dan tweeting and saying, awesome stream, congrats AE, unlucky IR, but was it bad luck? Or was it simply AE being better? Okay, AE have opted to send Cleric and Oodle who didn't play. I'd rather they sent some people who did play. Presumably they got some people playing, carrying on the match, but hopefully we can get some, I think Deacon's gonna come along. Raffle is closed. This is the moment of destiny in Destination Valley. Now, who is gonna win? Blivandapur has won the t-shirt! Oh my god! Oh, no way! That's amazing! People, that has produced some serious salt.
I think Bliv should be refused the t-shirt because he refused to come to the stream.
Yeah, he was gonna be. Yeah, he was gonna be Relax's replacement. Oh my god. Aaron Wynn has just said that is a bit annoying, TBH. Let's see how it's annoying. Bliv has just said I didn't even want it. I don't think they could have gone to a better person. I love Blivandapur and it's fully deserved.
I want pics of Blivandapur wearing it.
Yeah, me too. I think that's a well-deserved t-shirt. Dasby tweeting in saying, of course, at Cleric Johnson's Rat Pack with cheese. Congrats to AE for the 4th WNL win. Okay. Some salt. Some salty cheese. Possibly some halloumi. Love me some halloumi. Alright then. Well, pretty rough.
Well, it was a good map, the first one, and then it was just destruction.
Terrible map,
Desolation,
the second one. It was desolation and devastation. Okay, then I think we're gonna have an interview. Okay, we have 3 fine men in the green room. Do tweet in your interview questions for Cleric, Deacon, and Oodle. Gonna be a great time here. I'm not sure how jubilant they're gonna be, as it was not the most overwhelming final. In fact, probably one of the most one-sided finals we've had for a while, as expected. Not as one-sided as it could have been, and we had a great first map as well.
Bliv is putting up his t-shirt for another raffle.
Is he? Are we
re-raffling? By Aaron Wynn.
Why? I think that was a good win.
I'm gonna join the raffle and if I win.
If you win, I think there'd be a re-raffle. I don't like that there's been a re-raffle, to be honest. I'm not happy with this. Well, let's just see what happens. I think that's a pretty salty raffling from Aaron Wen, I gotta say. Saltiest raffler 2015. Okay, so let's get the interview going. Actually, I think that's